Hey there everyone, this is Zare.
And this is Lip.
Welcome back to Danganronpa. A little late today. Turns out, today of all days, McDonald's decided to run a promotion on the Angus burger.
And everybody wanted some.
Except us, but we still have to wait.
Hey, what can I say? Can't go wrong with Canadian beef.
Alright. Continue.
So, what happened last time?
Last time we didn't quite finish Chapter 3. But we did go through the investigation and class trial for the deaths of Hifumi and Taka. Sad though it may be. And Celeste was found guilty.
I gotta say, that was probably one of the more complicated... Well, I mean, I know that all the trials are upping their ante, but that one was incredibly complicated. To the point that we had to be repeating lines so much, by the end we're like, no, Hifumi, what does that sound?
Some of it's my fault, getting cause and effect reversed, but a lot of it was just trying to say something and not saying it in quite the right way the game wanted me to.
I know. I mean, we knew what the actual elements that contradicted their statements were. We just didn't know how Makoto was going to figure out how to put them together. We're like, come on, Makoto, it's obvious. It's the watch. It's the watch. You know.
Well, hopefully, we've learned our lessons for next week, because I doubt anyone's going to die today. But the game could throw us for a loop. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
"Hey, I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else, head to the dining hall. I'll check with you later."
What?
"Why exactly are you going alone?"
So...
Do you even have to ask?
As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
"That's not what I mean. Why you? There's still the risk of a spy, you know." "Then I'll go too."
What?
"You? Please, let me go."
I want to have a bath with her.
"Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want." "Thank you, Byakuya."
Well then.
Then it's up to you now.
Yo!
"I'm gonna go to the dining hall, okay?"
Huh? So Makoto and Kyoko are gonna go together?
Oh, so you're finally having it dawn on you that we've got different biologies, huh?
Does that mean what I think it means?
Probably not.
No. Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone.
Wow.
Wow!
She graduated to wingman.
She may be dumb, but always really nice.
I tried to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone.
Shall we go?
Well, shall we?
Yeah.
So then...
We need to get into that locker.
Kyoko took the key Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. As the locker swung open, we saw...
Good morning! It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe, thank goodness.
Never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart.
I did just what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time.
Yeah... Good job.
Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. I'm doing my best, so please wait just a while longer.
Wow, tomorrow is forever for a computer.
Wow. So now we can officially say the case is closed.
As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but... Can we take a second? since we have this opportunity, I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all here on your own here at the school?
Is that why you wanted to come here with me?
However,
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now.
I don't need to know. That just makes me even more worried.
what?
Worried?
Like, what happened during the investigation this time? You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. And you do that.
Indeed.
It's only natural that they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too.
No! I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me.
Isn't it obvious? People believe in their friends, right? That's why I want you to tell me. I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends.
I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in more. Just a little bit more.
Then,
That's fine.
Fine. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see,
what I heard from Kyoko then was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. After I told Kyoko I believe in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she'd told me with my own two eyes. So I waited for nighttime to come. And when it did, I went into action.
Correct.
the boys' bathroom on the second floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it.
Why do you get to know this? I've been trying to enter the girls' washroom every day since I got here.
And in the storage closet there. Way in the back.
She said it was way in the back of the boys' bathroom storage closet, but could Kyoko really be right about this? Not seeing a storage closet.
Way in the back, so maybe beyond there? Yep.
Okay. It's just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. The secret Kyoko told me about. Could it really be hidden here? She said it was way in the back of the storage closet, but I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet. Suddenly, as if I were being yanked in.
Whoa!
At the same time as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what was going on. I had fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out, the back wall was like a revolving door. I had made my way to the other side, just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
In the boys' bathroom on the second floor, there's a storage closet. And way in the back of that closet, there's the secret room.
So, this is a secret room. But what's in here? A lot of files and crumpled up papers.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch of files and what look like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the edge of the bookshelf caught my eye. Hope's Peak Academy Student Registry. This is the only thing in here not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? I slipped the file into my hand. But before I had a chance to take a look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file and I turned my attention to it. What's this?
You must not leave.
Must not leave. That's kinda weird. I could understand it if it said, like, I can't leave, but you must not leave? What is this? My head feels funny. A strange sensation. It's like deja vu. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before. I mean, I read a lot of horror novels as a kid, but I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know?
Oh, shoot.
A strange sound rang out through my head. Felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth. And then... darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it had been.
What the?
Ow. Apparently, something hit me and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull throbbing pain in my head proved that much at least.
All the books are gone. Wow.
An empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty? God. It's all gone! The yearbooks, the student registry, and even the note that had fallen on the floor. It's all gone? What does this mean? But my brain refused to do any more work. This insistent pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room. Get some rest.
I'm not gonna talk to Kyoko about it? You know she's gonna find that and get really mad at you.
My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back toward my room.
Well, if we were going to meet there, she should have been there by then. Unless I'm remembering wrong and she just told us to go there?
I think she just told you what was there. I don't remember reading anything about meeting anybody. He just said that after night he put his plan into action, or he got to action or something.
So the suspicious thing here being, we're still alive.
Yeah, why? That could have been like the easiest kill ever.
I am not going to say that that person was necessarily in on this, the secret spy or whatever, just because he was wearing a luchador mask with Monokuma's symbol on it. I mean, the guy's an egotist, a narcissist. His stuff's everywhere.
Yeah. But I do kind of see maybe why they may not have killed him there. With all that sensitive information around, if somebody had found a body, then they would have to wait for more people to find the body, and so if they wanted to escape, there's either no one's going to find the body at all, so there's no point, or if they do find it, then all that sensitive material is exposed, so most likely you're going to just knock them out and take all the stuff.
Well, even then, you could move the body for one, but you might be concerned that, you know, so far we've actually been able to solve these mysteries. The other thing is just leave him there. People are going to wonder what happened to him, but there's only one person who's going to be able to discover him. That we know of. There might be a... I am not going to throw the blame on Kyoko for that just now, so there could be a second.
Somehow I made it back to the first floor of the school. The farther I walked, the more I felt. Things are getting blurry. I can't see in front of me. I couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there.
Uh-oh, don't fall off. Don't fall unconscious.
After that,
No, it's willful sleep.
Okay.
Like, Mondo and Taka went unconscious in the steam room. They were fine.
Okay.
as if from a vast distance I heard a sound. It was faint, but undeniable. That sound was coming from the gym? As I desperately hauled my shaky frame toward the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger.
Oh, that sounds awful.
What's going on? It can't be nothing. Here in the gym.
Arm yourself.
All that matters now is the gym.
Take, like, I don't know, a statue or something.
I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. Sounds coming from inside, meanwhile, only intensified that much more.
Whoa! Sakura! What the heck?
Before me, there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. No, one side's not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move, or even breathe.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
What?
Deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay, but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? And could it be Mastermind Spy is...
Hmm.
Seven plus one remain.
It may not be.
Well, they've mentioned that there's a 16th student.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's someone she knows.
Leon killed Sayaka. Monokuma killed Junko. Then Leon got executed. Then Mondo killed Chihiro. And then he got executed. Hifumi killed Taka. Then Celeste killed Hifumi. And she got executed. And that brings us up to now. The next morning in this dining hall, the day after Celeste's case.
So now there's only 5 of us here.
Only a third of the number of people we started with.
Indeed.
Loneliness has become commonplace. That's true.
Still. What did I see yesterday? I don't understand. Sakura is the mastermind spy? Can that really be true?
Makoto, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I can't bring it up in front of the others. If I did that, it would just confuse everyone that much more.
Okay.
Okay, in that case, let's eat till we pass out.
What do you mean, in that case?
Because, I mean,
Look how scary everyone looks. It's gotta be because you're all fighting on empty stomachs, right? If you fill your belly, I'm sure you'll cheer up. So let's eat.
Okay.
Let's fry up some fish and donuts and eat till we can't stand up.
It's like a deep impact style meteor impact extinction level event combination of foods.
What? Those are both breakfast time top sellers. Still, the till we can't stand up part is a problem. After we're done, we need to go explore.
I see.
That's right. Since the class trial is over, new areas should have opened up.
it's true.
Plus, we still have alter ego. We don't have to give into despair just yet.
Is it okay for you to name drop out here?
I know, right?
She's right. We have to plan ahead and think about the future.
You got it.
Yeah, happy thoughts, no deadly thoughts.
You know?
Like, when we're gonna get out of here, right?
For serious.
And this is all over. I think I want to get reborn for serious. I mean, reborn as someone serious.
Well,
Hey, are you okay? That sounds like something someone who's about to die would say.
I'm totally okay. I'm not gonna die. Why? Because there aren't gonna be any more murders.
Huh. What makes you so sure?
the spirits.
I predicted it last night. Since it revealed itself to me from the ether, there's no doubt about it.
However,
How accurate is your fortune telling anyway?
How about that?
I can usually hit 20 or 30% on a good day.
That seems really low.
It's not like some occult mystery.
Well, yeah. It's not like it's ESP or whatever. Of course I'm only gonna get it right sometimes.
The occult is bullcrap.
I told you! My fortune telling isn't like some occult thing.
So,
Fortune telling isn't occult?
You got it all wrong.
Of course not! Clairvoyance is clairvoyance. Don't put it in the same category as cattle mutilation.
Cattle what?
so
He's referring to the urban legends where aliens abduct cows and dissect them as part of their research.
Actually,
No. You're calling it an urban legend? As a matter of fact, it's true. As a matter of fact, it happened to me.
You were a cow?
It all happened one day when I went to go get a hamburger.
Oh no.
It's a place I'd never been before. They claimed their patties were 100% all beef. So I got a burger to go and headed home.
but
And before long,
the end is nigh.
the sky was filled with a mysterious, blinding light.
Some crazy beam came out of nowhere and locked onto my hamburger. And as soon as the beam touched it, the burger started floating in midair. And then, still floating there, the entire burger started coming apart. One part of it just vanished, while the rest fell back into my hand. Do you realize what that means? It means the burger wasn't 100% beef. It must have had some pork or something mixed in. Something like 70% pork and 30% beef would be my guess.
Wow.
That's
Wow,
very
yes.
far from 100% beef.
Oh, Yasuhiro. You're a special kind of guy.
So I stormed back into the burger place and got in the manager's grill. It was really toasty in there. I don't know what I was thinking hopping into a hamburger grill. And he totally admitted it. It wasn't 100% beef. They totally mixed in ground pork with it.
How about that?
Now do you see? That is cattle mutilation.
I kinda got lost halfway though.
I can't tell if you're for the occult or against it. You stink of stupidity.
Don't be mean.
I stink. How dare you?
Well, you do stink though.
That's fine.
That's fine?
Anyway,
My brain hurts.
I hope your prediction turns out to be true.
Well, at the very least, I won't murder anyone.
Thank you. Me neither. I mean, I would never.
of course.
Me neither.
Either.
Me either.
indeed.
Neither. Nor I.
That goes for me too, of course. I could never kill any of my friends. I felt like those words of encouragement were helping us come together as one. After so much sacrifice and hardship, we'd finally become united.
Except for,
But
Well,
to be honest, I wish Byakuya and Toko were here for this too.
But
But they're so hard to deal with. They only think about themselves.
Yeah, we're better off without him, I say.
that was enough to prove we were united for the time being, but within that bond hid weakness and fragility.
Ooh. Huh? Okay. Oh, okay. Ali and
Alter ego?
Yeah, alter ego.
We began our search as soon as we'd finished our breakfast in the dining hall. We had to find out what had opened up, what was waiting for us. This one. So first, let's get rid of some of these jingle jangles.
What we got? Is
Whip.
Wow. What is that? Hmm?
Ooh, a freebie. A duplicate.
Another one.
It looks like a 2010 album. Like a yearbook or something.
Ooh, a yearbook.
Which of course means nothing to us, it's a gift. Or bird rice. Sarashi?
What's that?
Something new.
Uh-huh.
Ooh!
Wow, it just keeps going. Is that Scarab?
Looks like. Two and three chance.
I have no idea what that is.
It was a DVD or a game. One of the two.
A phone! Go, Taka. A worm.
Whoa.
That?
Black. Not croissant.
Scone? No.
No, it's like that triangle pastry. I don't remember what it's called.
Ooh, it's a donut of some kind, though. I'll give that to Allie.
Those will be a nice gift for Toko.
You think maybe Kyoko might like the camera? Coffee! In the cup! Ready to drink!
Okay. Map time. Third floor. Moving on up. There we go. Up. Spun me right round.
So now we have access to the 4th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. Maybe this time we'll find some kind of clue. No, this time I have to find it.
Hope's Peak was pretty tall. There's a lot of floors, I imagine. Come on!
So even you're getting fed up.
Huh?
No good. The door's locked.
Break it open.
Guess I won't be getting in here.
Go
Not
get-
Sakura.
Go get a chair and break it open.
Right to the nameplate. This is called the data center.
Oh yeah, you definitely want to break it open now.
What's behind the door is a total mystery.
Generic classroom.
Oh,
Gobble gobble.
what's that say? Gobble gobble. Like, one day
He's
I
eating
saw
someone.
one of come in class. Music room, I guess?
That's a normal classroom.
I'm glad this floor got opened up and all, but there's like a ton of locked rooms up here.
Oh.
That's not good.
What is that stuff on the floor?
So look when we get back out.
School store. You can kind of gather up your coins and come play with me, or I might die of loneliness. That's the secret way to end the game, Sarah. Never go back. He dies of loneliness and we win.
I think we're too far in to cause that to happen.
You see that?
I'm sorry, your capitalist hooks have got me.
Hold on. Stop
Wait,
moving.
sorry,
Stop moving and
sorry.
look down if you can. What does that look like? That looks like...
It looks like a textured plane.
Yeah, but I mean, like, just the pattern almost reminds me of, like, a circuit board.
Yeah, it kind of looks like servers and connectors. Insofar as you can get a good look at it.
It'd be interesting since the floor... Why could you actually... What's the point of having the floor open like that?
If it is servers cooling. Oh, theater. Oh, music room.
That's one heck
This
of a
is
music room.
the music room. It's hardly even a classroom. It's more like an actual concert hall.
Agreed.
Is this a grand piano? It seems really old. I bet it's worth a lot of money. Of course, without someone around who can play it, it's totally useless.
Hey,
You know, you haven't told me what you think yet.
I think.
Okay, so yeah, confirmed for it. She just told us what was there, and maybe told us to go there.
Yeah.
so
About the secret in the boys' bathroom.
Ah! I did find the secret room, but as soon as I started looking around, I was attacked.
what?
Attacked? By who?
Well, it came from behind, and I didn't have any time to react, so I didn't see what it was. And when I came to, the mountain of files and documents were all gone. I'm sorry. I know how important those were.
That's fine.
It's okay. I already saw what I needed to in there. And I half suspected the mastermind might come after you.
What?
Because
When I discovered the room, the mastermind must have seen me on the surveillance camera in the hallway. They must have seen me go into the boys' bathroom and not come out again. Still, I wanted you to go and see it. I wanted to see how the mastermind would react. We were bait! Essentially, I wanted to find out if the mastermind actually knew about that room.
it would seem...
But to attack you and steal everything in the room? That must mean there was some unknown clue in there that could reveal the mastermind's identity.
And you knew I was gonna get attacked?
That doesn't matter.
You can handle that kind of thing though, right? After all, you're a boy. That's
Sexist! Do you not see my frame? I am the scrawniest kid here. I bet even Chihiro could beat me up.
Sakura could break him in half.
That's not fair. Sakura is Sakura. Point to me someone in this room, well, in this school, that Sakura couldn't break in half.
Monokuma?
Debatable. I mean, Juko, I think, actually did... Did she?
No.
She attacked one. She didn't
She
destroy
tried,
it.
but she failed.
One blew up. You can certainly attack Monokuma, and assuming he's not something supernatural, he should be destructible.
You can try, but he seems to be, like, supernaturally fast. Alright.
What does she think a boy is?
I don't know.
Fine. I understand. Evil Eye.
Evil Eye.
And let me ask you something else. Do you know about the note that was left in there? The note that said, you must not leave.
Just a second.
We shouldn't talk about that. Not here.
Kyoko stole a quick glance at the surveillance camera.
So,
I'm looking into it. If I find out anything, I'll let you know.
listen to me.
Is that okay?
She made it sound like she was asking, but it was clear I wouldn't have any say in the matter.
So then,
So now, it's your turn. Let's hear your secret.
Huh?
Did you think I wouldn't notice? You're hiding something.
am I wrong?
Am I?
That's...
Yeah.
What?
What's the matter? If you're worried about the camera, why not just write it down?
Well...
Hey,
We're friends, so you should be able to trust me. Isn't that what you said before?
You're right that there shouldn't be any secrets between friends, but I disagree. There's nothing worse than expressing doubt about your friend you don't have evidence for.
No, we will tell her. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I trust her, but she is sneaky.
I haven't found conclusive evidence yet. If we talk about it now, it could just make things that much worse. Friends shouldn't keep secrets, but... Game!
Come on,
you gave
Game!
me a choice!
Come on, Game! Don't cop out. Tell
Nothing
her!
worse than expressing doubt about your friend when you don't have evidence.
Wow. What? He's
Right?
there. You want to try? You want to tempt fate?
Alright, I'm docking points.
Oh, wow. That's so stupid.
It just feels wrong to force the player to be stupid. Now, in a certain sense, if you're going about things that you wouldn't know until after you've done it, like if you're playing a game a second time, sure, that's understandable. You shouldn't know that knowledge.
Yeah.
But this is completely reasonable right here. We are just causing so many problems for ourselves with this.
Yeah, she wanted to know and we could tell her and she'll trust us. Sure, we don't have evidence, but we can get evidence later.
We
And
can tell her we don't have evidence. We can
Yeah.
just say exactly what we saw.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we don't have evidence to prove it, but, you know, this is what we saw, and if we get the opportunity, maybe we could even help catch her, you know?
I am going to call
Maybe.
shenanigans on you, game. If
Bad
you
game.
try to, like, nag us down for this forced decision.
Ugh. Lame.
Sorry. I can't tell you. Not yet.
correct.
So, that's your answer.
However,
But do you think that's fair?
No.
No, we don't. You were happy to hear what I had to say, but now you're unwilling to share it. We're sorry, Kyoko! We're trying! Game is being a jerk, okay?
I'm sorry. I really am. You have no idea.
How sorry we are.
Every fiber of my being is trying to tell you, but the Monokuma chip that they implanted in my brain is just not letting me say it. You can't even hear the things I'm thinking really hard at you right now.
It's like I have two voices in my head.
that's fine. Goodbye.
Oh, that's painful.
With those as her parting words, Kyoko left me standing there alone. I think I made her mad. No shit.
No shit, Makoto. Oh. Out of all the people, too, like, I could see why he might be hesitant to tell Aoi and Yasuhiro, but Kyoko is a level-headed person. She would know that you would feel bad without evidence. She would know the insecurity that you would feel about just telling her without plausible proof, and what kind of emotions you are afraid of stirring up between people. She's smart enough to know that, you know? Ugh.
Now, there is one reasonable reason for this, and that's if we don't actually trust Kyoko, because she is suspicious. She could still be the mastermind, though I don't personally think so. And if the game is going to go and put that on us and show us, see, I forced you to make the correct decision, fuck you. For forcing that decision, not for making Kyoko actually evil or anything like that.
I know.
That's fine. That's you're doing you. That's fine.
That was closed.
I just hope that, withholding information
there's another picture.
doesn't contribute to like Sakura's death or something. I'll just be pissed.
This is the office. But of course there's no hint of any teachers that we'd normally be able to rely on.
Flowers for everyone that's dead.
Huh? There's a picture on the floor.
Grab it! Grab it! Grab it! Grab it! Grab it! Oh!
What? Celeste, Hifumi, and Sayaka? Smiling faces of 3 people who are dead now. A classroom without metal plates over the windows.
Quick! Take a picture of the picture! We have a camera!
It's exactly the same.
Not canonically, unfortunately. We might not have gotten that from the Monokuma machine, so...
Oh.
Just like that picture I saw before! There's no way this isn't important somehow. You're smiling the way you'd expect any normal teenagers to smile. Just a normal group of high schoolers living a normal school life. Couldn't possibly believe they were able to smile like that in a world of despair like this.
Except Celeste, she's not smiling at all.
Yeah.
So, does that mean this picture was taken before they ever came to Hope's Peak? Could mean everyone in the picture knew each other before they got here. Including Sayaka.
You're not leaving it on the floor!
No, there's no way! Monokuma did it! It must be a fake! You're a fake! Monokuma popped up out of nowhere and snatched the picture from my hand.
So I did pick it up. I'm just a butterfingers.
A forgery plot? What are you, a middle schooler? You think the moon landing was fake too? Come on! And you're saying this picture is real?
Hey,
If there were such a thing as the Nobel Truth Prize, I'd take first, second, and fourth place!
too bad.
Actually, that's probably not true. I asked you a question! Is this picture real or is it a fake? Oh, Makoto. You're so eager to split things in half, aren't you?
Hey,
But it's no use. It's just no use. If you try to split something that can't be split, you'll end up feeling like you're the one being split.
it's true.
The picture is real. No more, no less.
Maybe it's an alternate... Maybe it's like an alternate dimension.
Without another word, Monokuma disappeared. So the picture is real. It's really real? If that's true, if that's the case... The flower on the desk. Somehow it makes things feel that much weirder.
Yeah, there should be teachers, not flowers. Oh, each of these has a coin. Maybe. So the optimistic interpretation of this is that if you die, you go to this idyllic heaven school.
Hope's Peak.
And these pictures are from that. Whether that's in another dimension, or just on the 6th floor, or whatever.
Or maybe they're pulling like a Tails thing. You're in a dimension that feeds another dimension where everyone's happy based on how much despair you guys feel.
I have not played all the Tales games, but I'm not familiar with that one.
I think there was something about how like one world fed magic into the other one or something.
Well, yeah, there's Symphonia where the magic was going in both ways.
Yeah,
So
that's what.
that's directly happiness, though the mana did result in prosperity for whoever got the most.
Exactly. So I'm thinking like maybe it's a transference. You guys experience the crappiest stuff, and like your alters.
Oh, right, that theory.
Yeah.
We despair so that others won't have to.
Yes. You must have the ultimate despair, so they can have the ultimate happy.
Trying to look at these pictures, a lot of them look like Japanese older men.
Mm-hmm.
This one looks familiar. Is he a philosopher?
Or it could just be another Japanese guy with a really fine mustache.
So this is like the school faculty room, or would have been?
Not quite the faculty room, but the office.
Yeah.
So the faculty room is more of a rec room sort of deal. This is more of a business area. The only thing I know it's used for is career, not quite exams or evaluations, but like there's a certain year where you go in and you talk out with your teacher what your plans are following high school.
Yeah, I've seen that play out. And this is another lab?
The Chem Lab.
Inside the room, the smell of medicine was oppressive. So this is the Chem Lab. I hope inhaling all this stuff doesn't do permanent damage. It's a remarkably big shelf. It's stocked with all kinds of medicine.
That's right.
Listen, Makoto, listen! Just take a deep breath and calm down and listen to me!
But I just expressed concerns about taking deep breaths.
Yeah.
Okay, Hina, just chill out.
There's all kinds of stuff we didn't have before! Vitamins, minerals, amino acids, creatine.
Okay.
And what? They don't have
They do have.
enzyme X.
I'm gonna guess protein Zymex.
Protein enzyme X. Thank you.
And they do have it.
Uh-huh.
What's that?
A high-quality protein drink. It's nothing like that cheap swill in the warehouse. It's connoisseur level.
Oh, yeah?
This is amazing. It's a gold mine. Oh, my prayers have finally been answered. You just... Okay.
Cafes.
It's time to load up some more prayers then.
Gold mine, huh?
So you're praying for protein before escape. Good to know, Aoi.
Yeah, you can pray for both.
Hina and Sakura seem to be lost in a deep but friendly conversation. I need to find out what's going on with Sakura and the Mastermind, but I can't while she's with Hina.
Hey, Makoto.
You need something?
No, it's nothing.
You sure? Okay then.
Sakura is lost in conversation with Hina. I need to find out what's going on with Sakura and the Mastermind, but I can't while she's with Hina.
What is it, Makoto? Did you need something?
No, it's nothing.
So then,
Really? Well, okay.
What's left? In there. Map. So maybe the data center's opened up. Headmaster's Room. Chem Lab.
Nameplate on the door says Headmaster's Room. Headmaster's Room. There must be something worthwhile in there. Well, the door's locked.
Hey, Sakura, can you come
Damn
open
it.
the door?
I'm already taking a good look at things around here. There's a lot to think about, but for now I should head back to the dining hall and talk to the others. Not long after I got to the dining hall, the others began to trickle in. After a few minutes,
They all popped out of the ground.
So, is this everyone?
well then,
Okay, let's discuss what we all discovered. Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
There was a big shelf in the Chem Lab on the 4th floor, and it had all kinds of chemicals and stuff.
Okay.
And there was an all-star cast of nutrient additives and supplements. You should at least take a peek. I highly recommend it.
I think you and Ogre are probably the only ones interested in stuff like
Hey,
that.
don't call her an ogre. But it's not all good stuff, though. There was medicine and health stuff, but on top of that... There was also a bunch of different poisons.
Poison?
They were all labeled clearly, though, so it would be hard to grab one by mistake.
It's true.
Still, we better make sure we're careful around that. And we probably shouldn't tell Byakuya or Toko about the poison, right?
I think they're adult enough that they'll check it out for themselves and learn on their own.
Yeah, probably.
What do you mean?
Well,
Just in case, you know what I'm trying to say?
Just in case. Yeah, I think you're right.
However,
It's Byakuya. It won't be long before he's discovered it for himself.
To put something as dangerous as poison right out in the open? That's absolutely the work of the mastermind.
Hey, you know, did it ever occur to you guys to, like, I don't know, if you were the first ones to
Hide
see
it?
it? Yeah, hide it! You can take them out and hide them.
I found a couple of the rooms on the 4th floor, but they were locked. The data center and the Headmaster's Room.
The Headmaster's Room? That sounds exactly like the kind of place we'd find some clues.
I think the data center's more likely.
I think they both might have some. Data more, but yeah. If we can Oh, Auntie.
If we can somehow unlock the door and get inside...
But
Who cares about a stupid lock?
Yes!
about that?
It should be no problem for the world's strongest missing link to knock down one measly door.
For once, you said something interesting, Yasuhira. Thank you. Well, never mind. Everything you say is interesting. I mean, smart.
Still insulting her.
I know.
What was that? No! Please! Continue! Did you say I've got the nicest butt on the block? The curviest hips in town? Is that what you said?
You got curves? I suppose. They're kind of round.
Circle is a shape.
Hell no, I didn't!
Hey, come on now.
And what did you say? Because I know you weren't talking about tearing down the door to the Headmaster's Room.
Unbelievable.
Knocking down your Headmaster's door? What kind of war on education are you trying to start here?
Your teacher had such faith in you. And this is how you repay me? With betrayal?
Wow.
Went on.
That's my room, you know. Is now, anyway. And you're thinking of busting it down? You seriously don't want to piss me off. You have any idea how much bacteria lives on a single bear claw?
It is now? You mean it wasn't before?
No, I was just kidding. Please don't get mad.
I'm not mad! Greater than underscore less than.
You're totally mad! Semicolon underscore semicolon.
This is kind of depressing.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to add a rule for this. But if you're gonna go around having those thoughts, I have no choice but to add to the school regulations. Seriously?
Too bad.
Breaking down a locked door is prohibited. There, that's a rule now, you jerks.
Any locked door now?
Is he gone? Man, I was scared for my life. I was sure he was gonna kill me for serious.
Well,
But if he would go out of his way to make up a rule like that, there's no doubt that something important must be hidden in the Headmaster's Room.
Or the data center. Let's see if there's any obvious loopholes. Attempting to break into locked rooms is strictly prohibited. So even the attempt is bad.
I don't see a way around that one.
Unless you're very specific about break, but we're getting into some very interesting territory if you can enter a locked room without breaking in. Like, I don't think anyone here is the ultimate puddle, for instance.
Nobody is Shadowcat from X-Men.
Now that it's a rule, there's nothing we can do. Kyoko has an idea, though.
Metal sheets have been attached to all the windows on the 4th floor. None of them have budged an inch.
In other words,
Just like everywhere else. Escape from the 4th floor seems unlikely. That was to be expected, though.
Kyoko? He's ignoring me.
Hey, Makoto? Does Kyoko seem upset to you?
I'm sure I wasn't forced to do anything that was completely ridiculous and would harm all of us moving forward.
Absolutely not.
So I don't see any reason for her to be upset.
That's right.
She is, isn't she? She's totally mad!
Yeah, it looks like it.
What's your deal?
I bet it's your fault, isn't it? You must have done something to her.
Yes, and let me tell you exactly what happened and why, well, what I couldn't say before. This is bad.
So, has everyone said what they needed to say?
I think so.
We're serious.
But it looks like nobody found any clues at all, let alone a way out of here. I haven't been this depressed since my house burned to the ground! Someone do something to cheer me up!
Can I say something?
How about that?
It's cause my dad was smoking in bed!
What the heck?
No, I have something I'd like to report. So, you guys all remember, right? You remember when I found that picture up on the 3rd floor the other day?
Perhaps.
You mean the one that showed Mondo, Chihiro, and Leon all together, right? Yeah, I remember. What about it?
Well, I found another one. Another picture almost just like that one.
Another one?
This time, the picture was of Celeste, Hifumi, and Sayaka.
Huh?
And they were all smiling.
No, they weren't.
And the classroom in the pictures didn't have any metal covering the windows.
So the picture of Mondo, Chihiro, and Leon wasn't the only one. Now you found one that had Celeste, Hifumi, and Sakaya.
Sakaya.
Sakaya. I'm like, what happened? Wait, wasn't the... Did they mess that up? I could have sworn...
It's Sayaka.
I know, I could have sworn it was
I can
Sayaka, so I was like, wait a minute. Was I saying it wrong the entire time?
What was it? The 4th grade? Yes. Sayaka.
Yeah!
So it's just a typo.
Okay. But how can that...
Conspiracy!
Monokuma must have faked it!
But if the picture is real, and everyone who was in it, there would have to be some kind of hidden connection there, don't you think? Some deeper truth that we just don't understand.
What?
Can't be! It's a fake!
But Monokuma said it was real. I know we could just write that off as a lie, but...
so then,
Then you trust Monokuma's word over the people who have died?
Huh?
because
That's what you're saying, isn't it?
No, that's not it.
I'm shocked. You told everyone how we should believe in our friends, but you refused to do the same.
It's not like I'm not trying. That's not... What's going on, Kyoko? Why are you getting so emotional? I don't understand why she's so angry.
You totally understand why she's so angry. Give me this.
Come on, Makoto, you're not that dumb, or at least we don't want you to be.
Come on, guys. Stop fighting, or all your good luck is gonna float away. Anyway, Makoto, you're thinking about it too much. There's no way Monokuma didn't fake that picture. You should be more like me, thinking none of the time. Very relaxing.
Of course.
He's just trying to confuse us. You shouldn't listen to anything Monokuma has to say.
You might be right. But still...
Shot in the dark.
Are you still so conflicted?
Or Byakuya. Yeah, I thought it was him. Byakuya, who kicked you?
Are you still so conflicted? It looks like you guys have stopped playing nice.
Byakuya!
You all have the same sunken look on your faces. You were all so ugly before. You shouldn't let them sink any lower. When I look at you, it makes me think of a frog sinking into a pile of manure.
Oh, now you're just getting like little schoolboy taunts. You know better, Byakuya.
Sorry.
Just a second.
Why are you apologizing?
What the heck?
Leave us alone. You're not part of this.
That's right.
That's true enough. Your problems aren't mine. We are, and always will be, completely separate. So whatever's causing your faces to turn so ugly has absolutely nothing to do with me.
Okay, Captain Obvious.
And if I happen to discover a vital clue, it wouldn't concern you in the slightest.
Huh? Did he finally just say something useful?
Hey.
Ooh, good one. Byakuya, what have you been up to?
That's fine.
I don't mind telling you. Perhaps forcing your lazy brains to get to work might do you some good.
Such ignorance.
I was in the bath. Don't linger on that too long. What else would you like to know? Today's lottery numbers?
He was taking a bath? Is he saying he's been talking to Alter Ego? Did he tell him something?
It would seem...
Maybe we should all go take a bath. Ah, good idea.
A mixed bath?
Okay.
A mixed bath.
They're just going along with it, okay.
Okay.
Alter Ego really did tell him something. I wonder what it could have been.
And if Monokuma does show up, just go, yep, we're having a mixed bath, Monokuma. You're not allowed to watch. We're going to have some fun.
We got to the dressing room.
Normal Toko.
Toko was sitting alone on the bench, laptop in front of her. Toko, did you come to hear what Alter Ego has to say too?
What's your problem?
I already heard it with Master. With Master! You don't have to keep saying it anyway, so what are you doing right now? Shut up. Stop bothering me.
How about that?
Get out of the way! We have to talk to Alter Ego!
Well,
No, I made Master promise. A promise? Master told me to wait here, so that's what I'm doing.
huh?
What are you? His dog? If that's what Master wants, I'd do anything he asks.
You just love being mistreated.
Well, fine. If you really want me gone, by all means.
What?
Hey guys, what's going on?
We'd like you to move?
Sure thing! Just kneel before me and beg.
First a mega masochist, now a super sadist!
I'm sorry. Listen, Kyoko, about that picture from before.
Come on, we're strong-armed into it. Kyoko! Love us again, we need you!
She's being very thorough about pretending I don't exist.
Well, guess we have no choice but to use force. Shot to the face would stand out, so go for the gut.
But she's a girl. That's sexist, Naegi.
What the heck?
Who cares? I've already got a mountain of lawsuits waiting for me when I get out. What's one more?
Sophie!
Hey, Afro Thunder! Don't get any bright ideas, okay?
My beautiful
You're totally not adorable, so I'll make sure you live when I stab you, but it'll hurt like hell.
I am strong against women and children, but not women and children that seem strong.
What?
This guy's the worst.
What the heck?
Whatever it is, I really don't want to have to beg her. Come on, Makoto, just do it!
Why's it gotta be me?
What are you saying?
It's fine, it's not the end of the world if you beg a little.
But the same goes for you.
Just a second.
No, it would be the end of the world for me.
You sound like a little kid right now.
Well,
She's essentially our opponent right now. I'm not sure I trust her to keep her word even if we did what she asked. Oh, Sakura, go on, go take on Toko. I gotta watch that. I would eat popcorn.
Toko, seriously, I'm asking you nicely to let us use the laptop. I'm not using, you know, like, magic words I learned when I was 5, but this is nice asking.
What? You SOB!
Didn't you hear what I said? I told you to kneel and beg.
How about that?
Come on, Makoto! Give her the old 1-2 combo! 1. Drop to your knees. 2. Beseech!
Why are you acting like you're not part of this? I was as desperate as I felt. Finally, I did kneel down in front of her, and I said, "Please, I'm begging you. Will you please let us use the laptop?" She's gonna kill me.
Oh, I'm on
Such an ultra miraculous feeling of happiness! All my pent up anger at Master for abusing me is evaporating.
You should probably talk to someone about that.
So even you realize it's abuse.
Hey,
That should be enough, right? Hurry up and let us talk to Alter Ego. Okay!
And she disintegrated. Oh no, she just moved.
Which one over there?
You really came.
Everyone, come closer. I already told Byakuya, but I was finally able to
Please don't.
Okay. I was finally able to crack open all the files that were on this laptop. Sorry to have kept you all waiting.
correct.
Just what I thought.
I see.
Finally, the time has come.
I'm starting to get kind of nervous.
I felt the same way. Resting on the keyboard, my hands had started to shake.
Just a second.
Move.
A single word was like a sharpened blade. Wounded, I moved to let her take over.
So then,
Here we go.
Kyoko began typing, the words appearing as fast as I could read them.
Can you tell us what you found out?
Leave it to me.
Sure. I analyzed the files and extracted all the useful information I could find.
Okay, that's enough preface. Actually
Come
get to the
on.
material.
And one particularly important fact I discovered was a certain plan had been put into effect here. Yeah, no shit, okay? To isolate the students of Hope's Peak Academy and create a communal life for them. Oh, come on! That was already at the beginning! That was the stated goal of the plan. But it was meant to be more than just normal school life. The students were intended to live out the rest of their lives here.
That's...
I see.
That it's exactly the situation we found ourselves in. It's quite unthinkable, isn't it? No, it's what he explained earlier. And what's more, the one who came up with the plan was none other than the administrators of Hope's Peak themselves.
Yep. So it's coming across that there was a more benign, if somewhat amoral, science experiment being set up, and this has just gone out of control.
Yeah, there's something else going on, yeah.
But I mean,
Why?
from a scientific point of view, it would be interesting to just take a bunch of people, completely isolate them off, and then see what happens.
Yeah, but it's like they so it's a school, but eventually everyone would grow up and grow old in this.
Well,
school.
it's going to start off as a school, but it's just going to be a facility for them to live out the rest of their lives in, to form a new society within.
Yeah, and the question I'm thinking is why? Like, what was the point of that? Is there something happening outside that we're not aware of, or is it completely contained? This is just like one of those experiments. Wait, what? Hold on. Then the reason we've been imprisoned here, it wasn't the work of some psycho freak or criminal organization or whatever?
No way!
It was the school itself?
That doesn't make any sense! Why would they do that?
Just a second.
I don't think Alter Ego is finished. Perhaps we should hear the rest.
That's right.
It seems that the reason they devised this plan was because of what happened 1 year ago. This is how they described that event. They said it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Are these school administrators or 5-year-olds?
No idea. What does that mean?
What?
Yeah, what kind of name is that for something? They're a group of people that have a thesaurus.
Otherwise known as the tragedy. It was apparently some sort of devastating occurrence. It's the end of the world. Because of the tragedy, Hope's Peak Academy was forced to discontinue its role as a school and close down.
I see.
Oh, okay, never mind. I see. Things are finally starting to make some sense. What this means is 1 year ago, this tragedy took place. And whatever it was, it forced Hope's Peak to shut down. From there, they decided to use the school as a kind of staging ground.
That's right.
They planned to sequester the students here, where they would live out the rest of their lives.
So,
But why would the Hope's Peak administrators want to shut everyone in like that?
Hey,
And what could this tragic event have possibly been?
In a flash, Kyoko had typed the questions into the computer, and the answer we got was...
sorry.
I don't know. If that information was ever on this computer, it's gone now. I'm totally useless. I'm sorry.
And that's all he said.
Then, is this really the end? We get halfway through the answer and that's it?
Indeed.
It would appear so. Disappointing.
Wait. So,
There's one other thing I forgot to mention. I think it might be important. I believe it has to do with the mastermind.
The mastermind? Kyoko's fingers moved even faster than they had so far.
Did you figure out the mastermind's identity?
sorry.
No, that I still don't know. But I did find a clue. I think one leading to the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now.
Well, it doesn't mismatch the guy who assaulted us, but we also didn't get a clear view of him because he was behind us. And also, like, when we're doing those suspect comics, they've all appeared male until proven otherwise.
What if, say, Monokuma was just a regular, I don't know, some part of the facility, and it took over? He said he's the headmaster now, meaning he wasn't before. And maybe he made the headmaster the elusive 16th student. Whether he wanted.
Maybe. Or the headmaster is really short, and he's R2D2ing us.
That would be so weird.
The headmaster?
Is here in the school? Wow, she's shocked.
Okay.
Then that's gotta be the mastermind. I mean, Monokuma's been calling himself the headmaster, right?
perhaps.
Which makes the real headmaster that much more suspicious.
You're serious?
But if we break down the door to his room, we're dead, right? So, what are we supposed to do?
I'll find a way. Whoa, she's
Huh?
pissed. No matter what it takes, I'll find the headmaster.
No matter what?
No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on?
I
I can't explain why. I just know that I have to find him.
She has to. Gee, if only I had built up trust with everyone around here, then I could ask her about that.
Guys, Zare is really salty about this. Really salty.
Kyoko, what's going on with you? She heard about the headmaster. Her reaction was almost violent.
So then,
We should see if Alter Ego has any more information. Okay.
That seemed to be her attempt to regain her composure, and she started typing again. Did you learn anything else?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. That's everything I found.
Wasn't a lot of files then.
Yeah, I know, right? All the information on this laptop seems to be pretty old. So that's all I can do from here.
Sorry.
I'm really sorry.
Then it really is all over.
hey,
Wait. Alter Ego seems to have more to say.
So,
Well, it's kind of a different topic, but I was wondering about something. I haven't seen Celeste, Hifumi, or Taka since yesterday. Ooh.
A heavy silence fell across the room. The only sound was the flat, precise clicking of keys as Kyoko typed.
They're all dead.
What? I see. Certainly I knew that was a possibility, but
okay then.
it really happened.
Sorry.
Sorry. There's no point in me getting depressed over things I can't do anything about.
anyway,
Well then, I guess that's it.
That's it. A simple phrase that held so much meaning. She began typing again.
You've done your job. Thank you.
I'm done? I guess I am, huh?
Okay then.
Then maybe I'll take a little rest. I'm kinda tired. Goodbye, everyone. See you later.
With that, the laptop entered sleep mode.
I see.
So Alter Ego did everything he could.
indeed.
We won't have to talk to him all that much anymore. But I feel kind of sorry for him.
But
You feel sorry? But he's just a computer program, right?
Well,
I know, but still, he did everything he could for us, you know?
I mean, yeah, it did. But that's what a computer program is designed to do. You don't tell a computer good job every time you shut it down, do you?
I do. Well, no. But when we talked to Alter Ego, I guess I just didn't see it that way.
I know what you mean. I feel the same way.
hey,
Hey, come on! It's just a program. You can tell the difference between a program and a friend, right?
You do
Programs
know
can be
this is-
friends.
I know, and this one's a learning one. It's an AI that's slowly becoming more complex, dude.
Though it's a bit suspicious it needs to rest.
I know, right?
But you know, what's the difference between us and that program, really?
Getting meta.
Yeah.
Huh?
You leave that fourth wall alone, Makoto.
I started thinking about how you would differentiate a person and an AI. Alter Ego isn't human, I know that. It's just a program running on a computer. But at the same time, I couldn't help but think of him as our friend.
that's right.
Yeah, he's no different from us. He's still our friend.
I think maybe I understand where you're coming from. There's no problem calling him a friend. After all, the more friends the merrier, right?
how about that?
Check this out! Friendship has no survival value. Instead, it gives value to survival.
That's cute.
So,
So anyway.
Don't so anyway that! It's a totally cool and smart thing that I quoted from I don't remember where.
hey,
Anyway, there's no more Alter Ego can do to help us. As such, his role in this is over. Am I wrong about that?
No, but
just a second.
And frankly, I question the ease with which you decide who and who isn't your friend. Oh,
I deserve that.
this hurts.
Wait.
The story's gotten off track. We should go over what Alter Ego said one more time.
Yeah, good idea. What was the Hope's Peak staff thinking?
What?
Why are they making us kill each other?
Alter Ego said that what happened 1 year ago is what started everything.
Well,
Yeah, he said it was the biggest, most awful, most hopeless event in human history, right?
It must have been a huge incident, whatever it was. But did something like that really happen a year ago?
You should check the office. Maybe.
I don't remember anything happening that you could describe that way. What about you guys?
I don't really watch the news, so...
I'm sorry.
Sorry, nothing comes to mind.
Anyway,
That event led to the closing of Hope's Peak.
at the very least,
If nothing else, it must have had some kind of connection to this school.
Maybe all the students here were killed or something.
However,
That kind of catastrophe would have been all over the news. At least one of us would remember that.
Well, not those two.
Obviously.
Then maybe they covered it up.
You don't just cover up a school. Well, I guess you could actually.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
Yeah, I know.
That would explain why none of us knew what that the school had been shut down.
I see.
Totally covering up something like that. I suppose it's not totally impossible.
What the heck?
What's wrong with our government? Our taxes pay their salaries. They should be handling stuff like that.
anyway,
Maybe. But right now, there's only one path open to us.
so...
We have to find the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
Correct.
We have to find him and make him tell us everything.
No matter what?
As long as we can get our hands on him, I think.
Kyoko. She said headmaster. I got that feeling again.
Looks pissed. But even that is a problem not so easily solved.
Yeah, you're right.
So then,
Well, our business is done here, so now we should get out of here.
Yeah. Good idea.
Then I... Is it really that dusty? I mean, wait. No. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not guarding it. Kyaka's gonna be so mad at me. Let's avoid getting involved any further.
Good call.
But as we left the dressing room, someone was there waiting for us.
Hi, Monokuma.
My heart is pounding away.
Making me angry!
It's pounding with anger!
You're not still mad about that whole breaking into the Headmaster's Room thing, are you?
Oh, that little matter doesn't matter even a little. And I'm a little jealous of you guys enjoying an indecent mixed bath, but that doesn't matter either.
Darn.
It's building. I feel it building.
Gross.
Now I'm really angry!
My head's about to boil over with rage!
Please!
Don't get angry! Here, let me help center your chakra!
Etch this on the walls of your brain, okay? When you do something to me, I do it right back! An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang.
The hell?
Fang for a... fang? Be careful! It's just shattered the incantation of devastation!
No. It's just a saying.
Oh, I see.
But what's he talking about?
As such, soon the doors to the dining. Okay then.
correct.
So, it's nighttime.
Hey,
What does everybody want to do? Celeste was the one who suggested our nighttime rule, but she's gone now. I think we should still avoid being out at nighttime. I know it'll make me feel better that way.
I agree.
it's true.
Very well then. In that case, time for bed.
So everyone headed back to their rooms. Monokuma's parting words left me feeling anxious the rest of the night. Once I was back in my room, I got lost in thought. What we'd learned from Alter Ego kept on spinning around and around in my mind. All like 2 pieces of it. The administrators of Hope's Peak had planned all this. They did it because of the tragedy which had happened a year before. And apparently the headmaster is the one behind it all. The mastermind.
The headmaster. To clarify, the headmaster.
All these mysteries make me worried. But I still have to try and unravel them, bit by bit. I'm sure the road will be long and tough. I don't have any other choice.
Let's talk a bit about where I was at before I became a bear.
Admit it, you're an alien.
At first, I was at a total loss. I just had no idea what I should become. A lady in our tech support department suggested I try being a shrimp. She was like, "Oh, the company's been trying to push for this forever. It's a really incredible offer." But as she laid out all the details, it turned out it wasn't a tiger prawn like I'd hoped, but a little popcorn shrimp.
Wow.
That's totally tiny. I would have been the world's smallest mascot. I like eating shrimp. I don't want to be one myself. Plus, someone might come along and step on me.
Wow.
So then the lady totally started laughing at me. She was like, "You think we can do a tiger prawn on our budget?" So ultimately, I decided to become a bear instead.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
I think a bear is more expensive than a tiger shrimp.
No kidding.
Considering the level of faithfulness you put into that bear, it's not like you're intricately designing its exoskeleton and organs.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine.
That said, teddy bears are actually plenty plentiful. So, I suppose it could be cheap to just find one that looks like this and stuff everything inside.
Get ready to greet.
Whoop, what happened there?
First things first, I need to head to the dining hall.
Hey, it's Byakuya.
What do you want?
Well, breakfast meeting.
That's enough.
You honestly expect me to go? Right. Oh, as long as I'm here, I should ask Byakuya what he made of the stuff Alter Ego told us. Actually, no. I'd better not. The surveillance camera would catch us for sure.
What?
So?
Oh, well,
Goodbye.
he's gone. Good morning, Hina.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning! Hey, so yesterday, you were kind of cool.
I don't know who you were watching, but that wasn't me.
Huh? What do you mean?
Yeah.
You know when you said Alter Ego was your friend? I was thinking the same thing. But when stuff like that happens, I never know how to say what I'm thinking.
Actually, right now I'm starting to have second thoughts. I mean, Kyoko is angry at us for betraying her trust, and that is absolutely a thing. But if you really start to think on it, as stupid as Makoto was in that instance, he was lying to a friend to protect another friend. Maybe I'll ease up a little on him. I'm still going to call him out as an idiot, though.
Yeah.
You got it. So I'm really glad you said it for me. So thanks.
And to that extent, Kyoko's being a little unreasonable, but she's also being totally reasonable given what she knows, or doesn't.
I know, right?
You're welcome.
Yeah. You're usually like totally normal, but when the time comes, bam! You just bust out your special power. I mean, even before yesterday, when stuff comes up, it's like you always do something about it.
I can't tell if she's
Huh?
got a cold and a fever,
Or she's
if she's
blushing.
very dairy.
Yeah.
Even before yesterday? You talking about the class trials and stuff? I mean, that stuff is just... It just kind of took care of itself, you know?
It totally didn't. With your power and Sakura's and everyone else, I'm sure we'll get out of here.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm right? Alright. Now that we've got that fighting spirit, let's go eat some grub.
I'm gonna knock on wood for you, Aoi, because you're gonna die next. I'm sorry, you're just... I don't know. That extra bit in there.
That's right. Even if the road is long, we don't keep on moving forward, we'll never reach our goal.
Shut up, Makoto. You're making it worse.
I still have a hard time imagining Aoi's not going to be the final victim. And I would totally be on the boat for Sakura being the next victim if we didn't see that little screen earlier on.
I know.
But this game does love setting up expectations and then reversing them.
It's
so
true.
she's still a candidate.
Yeah, it's like Sakura or her. Ugh.
I don't think we're losing any guys.
I know, not right now at least.
As I entered the dining hall, the first thing I saw was her.
What are you staring at?
Oh, Toko.
What's your problem?
What do you think? You're a rot just by looking at me?
I'm not in the mood this morning. You're okay, Toko.
Fine! Don't look at me!
Slowly bringing back that hand you're biting. I think he's just surprised to see you at the breakfast meeting is all.
Indeed. It's been quite a while since you joined us.
Yeah, what made you change your mind? Miyake said he likes a girl that has some meat on her bones, so...
Really? Wow.
I can only imagine that was a subtle hint to go spy on our meeting.
I know, but just for sake of argument, that's actually... I've never heard a guy say that in an anime. Now, I said, I'm sure it has. I said, I have not seen that happen in an anime, and I watch a lot, so...
On the other hand, being slightly or incredibly overweight is a sign of affluence, so maybe he likes that angle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start eating. I'm gonna force it down into my stomach. I'll need to, like, drop.
You know, that's an issue.
Maybe he's, in his really sick, twisted way, might actually be worried about your weight.
I refuse to lose.
Did you just stammer? I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Well, other than that, looks like Kyoko isn't here.
You know?
Oh, she said she'd come by later.
Later?
You know?
Yeah, after you leave.
She's not even trying to hide it anymore.
I know I said she wanted to show you some... I know I said she wanted you to show some backbone, but you didn't need to show her that much.
Just a second.
You're dirty, Makoto. Dirty President Dirty of Dirtland. Landia.
Hey, now, whatever you're thinking, I didn't do it. I mean, I did something bad, but not that. You don't understand.
Just the worst.
You're the type that takes the who takes the stairs of love 3 steps at a time, aren't you?
No, I trip over the first rung. Have you not come to understand me these past few weeks? I'm telling you, it's not like that.
Just shut up already, Hina. You've been running your filthy mouth like that all morning. Filthy? Me? Don't make me repeat myself. I'm not filthy. It's no use denying it. We all see how disgusting you are.
Huh?
Shut up. You and that lusty body of yours. Night after night, you go out of your illicit club meetings. Hey, knock it off! I can't deal with dirty stuff like that. Your midnight extracurricular activities only put us in even more danger.
And with whom are you proposing this is happening?
I know, right? Who?
I mean, I suppose there's solo exhibitionism, but...
Please, just stop it! You'd like me to stop, wouldn't you? Your sweaty hands gripping the big fat chalk tight. What?
Is she the one who's drawing on the blackboards?
Going for all that extra credit. Your screams are like the screech of a violated blackboard.
What's happening to her?
God, what the hell is she talking about? I don't get it.
I'm more concerned with what she looks like right now.
I'm trying to figure out what. Oh.
She's on the edge.
Oh my god. And oh, it's amazing! Indecent ideas are coming to me one after another.
Bastard!
So would you rather have your black eye on the left or the right?
Sorry.
Also, you better ask her to take her glasses off first, because that's going to be more than a black eye.
I know.
Hey, come on.
Let's leave Toko alone. She's got a little funny from all her pent-up frustration.
Extremely pent up frustration.
Very frustrated. Anyway, you and Kyoko need to make up already, you know? Yeah, I know. I mean, of course I want things to get better as soon as possible, but with everything that's been going on, I haven't had a chance to talk to her about what I saw. No, you did, you just didn't take it.
Yeah, exactly.
Before
Bullshit.
anything, I need to talk to Sakura about it.
Stop lying to yourself, Makoto. You fucked up.
Cheer up, man. It's not a big deal if a girl doesn't like you. It's better than having one sue you. Like I did. Jeez, Hiro, you've lived a pretty brutal life.
Huh? I feel all dizzy. I seriously can't handle dirty stuff like that.
Oh boy, are you not ready for high school?
I know, right? Wow.
Looks like Hina had an unexpected weakness. Sakura,
What is it?
can you make some time later? I was hoping I could talk to you.
Now that Kyoko's dumped and Makoto's trying to win Sakura's heart? Are you in heat, Makoto? Don't care who they are as long as they've got the right equipment.
Hell no, I'm a guy! That's your objection with this.
Watch out, Sakura! Makoto's transformed into a wild beast! Prime Minister, wild beast of Beastopia!
Why is this happening to me?
Can our talk wait till tomorrow? I'd like to get some rest today. For some reason, I've been feeling worn down these last few days.
Huh? Are you sick? Did you get hurt?
No, nothing serious. I just had some minor aches and pains.
Huh? Is that... It must be because of that battle.
But it must be pretty bad if you have to go rest. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm sure a protein shake and some sleep will get me back on my feet.
You got it.
That's true. Protein is good for all kinds of stuff.
Hey.
You guys, like, worship protein. It's like your god or something.
Okay.
Makoto, I don't know what it is you want to talk to Sakura about, but save it till tomorrow. She's in pain.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You know?
Well, for now, let's eat.
I'm kind of nervous.
How come?
What's your
Because I don't eat in front of other people. Ever since I was a kid, I'd eat by myself.
Wow, you must have had some really weird airplane adventures as a toddler.
What the heck?
What about your family?
Well, yeah, I used to live with my dad, my mom, and my mom. What?
You had 2 moms?
What? That's just how things were.
I would like to think, progressive family values, but more likely cheating dad.
Yeah.
That's like a serious issue!
Just let it go. You're asking for trouble getting involved with her more than you have to. How dare you speak to me with that disgusting mouth of yours? Stop saying stuff like that.
Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and eat. If I don't, Kyoko will never show up. Pretty miserable situation, man. I scarfed down breakfast as fast as I could and immediately headed back to my room. I'll have to wait till tomorrow to confront Sakura about what I saw. In a way, I'm kinda relieved. It takes a lot of courage to stand face to face with Sakura and accuse her of something.
Free time. So you're gonna talk to Kyoko or Aoi.
First thing we're gonna do is save.
Yay.
And then make sure that this won't crash on us.
Danganronpa.
Okay. Who doesn't hate us?
I'm almost interested in talking to Aoi more. Can't talk to her right now.
We might be able to. We just can't talk about anything heavy.
Yeah. We'll have to talk to Yasuhiro. We could try talking to Kyoko and Byakuya, but I don't know. I'm kind of curious. Can we talk to Aoi? I have a suspicion about her.
I'm just going to confirm that she doesn't want to have anything to do with us.
Anyway,
I'm busy. I don't have time to waste. Damn.
Sorry, who were you? Aoi.
Aoi.
Music room.
I think we have something we can give her.
The hand bra.
Pushing on him doesn't help. Smacking him doesn't help. What the heck is up with those things?
yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was talking about the metal plates covering all the windows. Oh, I know. We could try grabbing the top and yanking down on it.
Best of luck to you.
You got it.
Want to do stretches with me?
I followed Hina's lead and did some elaborate stretching.
Yeah. I think there's a few things we can give her. She loves protein, but there's other stuff.
Hello there, James. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, James.
Oh, it was a croissant.
I I think she might like that. She's always talking about things like donuts and things. Baked good. Looks burnt, but it's actually pretty good. Makoto, it's like you read my mind.
Is something wrong, Hina?
I've reached my limit.
Just a second.
I'm stuck in here. I can't do any sports. Can't do anything. I'm sick of it. I want to get out under the sun and do some laps. Run a marathon. I want to do some real sports.
Hina, calm down, okay?
There is a pool down there, you know.
I can't do anything in here. If I can't move around, I'm gonna die like a bunny rabbit.
There's also a main gym below that, and also that's loneliness, not inactivity. But I always heard rabbits die from loneliness.
Whatever. I'm gonna die if I can't get some proper physical activity.
Don't you think that's a little extreme?
What the heck?
You think I'm kidding, don't you? But I'm seriously can't sit still, you know?
I can see that.
Why else would I have joined 6 sports teams in school?
6?
That's right.
Yeah, track, basketball, softball, volleyball, tennis, and the big one.
The big one, swimming.
Yeah, it's swimming.
She got to her main sport but ran out of
It's
juice.
swimming. Going home,
Going home club. Your main sport is swimming, right?
Yeah, you got it. Don't even care what stroke it is. Just get me in a pool under the blue sky.
I can do half of those things.
Yeah, we can get you to a pool.
But isn't it hard to do that many sports even for you?
Well,
If I can't move, I'll just shrivel up and die. And I need a challenge. More and more new stuff to try.
Challenge?
What I really love about sports isn't winning, you know? It's having to fight and struggle and give it all you got to reach the top. It's that excitement, that fear you might suffer a heartbreaking loss.
but
When you finally reach the goal, it's just lonely. It's lonely at the top, you know?
I never really got into sports, so I couldn't really relate to what she was talking about. But I could tell that the reason Hina was so amazing was how hard she could fight and struggle.
So that's why I want to push myself as hard as possible when it comes to swimming. I want to aim for the very highest mountaintop.
The highest mountaintop?
I'm talking about the gold medal, of course. Aim for the gold, even if it means I'm a super gold spaz.
Did she just call herself... Okay, but if that's what you want, isn't that all the more reason? If you have a goal, why are you standing around making excuses?
Excuses?
just a second.
Hey! When did I ever make any excuses?
Sure, maybe you're stuck here right now, with no way out. But if you really want to make an effort, shouldn't you try to see what you can do here? Can do in here?
That's a challenge. You made an official challenge.
Yeah, totally.
But I think you're right. If I want to get that gold medal, I have to make every effort I can. I want to become a genius of effort. I bet Ian Thorpe said something like that.
Okay.
Yeah! I can't go around making excuses just because we're stuck in here. Alright, I think I'm gonna go do some push-ups in my room, and then maybe 1,000 or something.
Almost before she was done talking, Hina took off like a bat out of hell. She recovered exactly as fast and strong as I would have expected.
Okay. Yay. Alright, who else can we chat with?
Oh, they're all here.
Oh, okay. Let's go to the kitchen. I don't trust Byakuya in the kitchen, knowing that we have poison now.
Oh, the
he's
kitchen's in the chem.
He's in the warehouse. Dressing room.
Wait, what? Oh, there you are. What's going on, Makoto? I'm like super exhausted, so I hope you don't need anything from me.
Please!
Can you try and cheer me up, Makoto? I'm down in the dumps and got no energy at all. I did my best to cheer down and out Hero. It was easy.
We should totally give him the scarab.
I think there's a couple other things here too.
Yeah.
Rose whip. Such mysterious power! This is a true blue part! Out of place artifact. Makoto! The dawn of a new era draws near! Seeing Hiro so pleased with something I gave him makes me happy.
Could it be...
Hey, Makoto, you know what I think? You and me meeting like this wasn't a coincidence. So I've got some good news for you. I'm gonna give you a psychic reading at a huge discount!
A discount?
How about that?
Normally it's $1,000 for 2 hours, but for you, let's call it 900.
Are you kidding?
That's only $100 discount. Even then it's way too expensive.
Don't be mean.
Hey, come on! You should count yourself lucky that the ultimate clairvoyant is willing to tell your future.
So, are you right pretty often?
About 20 to 30% of the time.
Well,
I sure am! At the bare minimum, I've got a 20% chance of accuracy!
20%? That sounds pretty sketchy.
what the heck?
For real? Don't make that face! Did you hear what I said? 20% of the time, I'm right! Every time! Anchorman. That includes natural disasters, election results, you name it! Don't you realize how amazing that is?
It's actually pretty terrible. Because most things you have like a 50-50 shot at, so you lose the vast majority of the times in those situations.
But then how did he get here? He has to be the ultimate at something. What was it again? Was it really this?
I mean, maybe that's just as far as clairvoyance can go.
I don't know. It just seems kind of weird that he sucks at his ultimate skill.
And it wasn't, like, it didn't hide it or anything like Kyoko did. I don't remember the exact circumstances, but I think he was pretty upfront about, or not him, but like, there was an official statement outside of him.
I remember, yeah, we were reading up about him. Weren't
Actually,
we
it
at the
doesn't
beginning
even-
of the game?
In fact, does it say on his report card? This said,
Ultimate clairvoyant.
but... You notice that lie? So the report card's not infallible.
How about that?
Okay, fine! I'll give you a special trial run! After all, I've already seen what the future has in store for you!
What? When did you see it?
Well,
You won't believe what I saw. It would appear that the mother of your children and the mother of my children are the same woman.
What the heck?
You think you're going to have children?
I refuse! Denied! Don't like it!
I'm right, right?
Doesn't matter if you don't like it. That's just the way it is.
20% accuracy, you said?
You know?
At least.
I pray to everything holy that you're wrong. Please, be wrong.
Now then, since that was a special trial run, I'm afraid I can't apply the discount. That'll be $1,000, please. Don't worry, you can pay me after we get out of here.
Wait, hold on. There's no way you're gonna be right, right?
If you like, I can do a reading right now to see whether my reading was right or not.
Are you kidding me?
Naturally, additional fees will apply.
That's why he has tons of lawsuits.
Think about it, okay?
He should be like the ultimate crook.
Let me know as soon as you're ready for my services. I mean, he brands himself as the ultimate clairvoyant, so yeah, he pretty much admits it.
He is the ultimate crook.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh no.
I have enough in my bank account to take another crack at it? No, I can't bring myself to pay for something like that. I can see how people could fall into that kind of cycle, though. That was close. Please, whoever's listening, I'm begging you, whatever else happens, don't let him be right.
Lost in thought.
Okay. That's a special ability, huh? Wonder what it does.
Attention, attention! Please
Huh?
gather in the gym as soon as you possibly can.
You can't be bored this quickly.
Quickly,
No.
quickly, quickly, quickly!
No.
I mean, this isn't likely a murder.
No, it's something else. It's like another. It's like another. What does he do? Incentive.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is way too early for him to be bored.
You got the creepy music.
That is not the gym. Oh man, if only I could teleport right there. What's up, Sakura?
You're the last one. Everyone else is already inside.
James asks, fewer people equals quicker death? Probably not. I mean, we're all putting up the front of being Nakama, except for those two. Aren't you gonna go in?
However, I have a bad feeling about this.
More than just a feeling, probably. Monokuma did call us all together, after all.
Just common sense, Sakura.
Sakura?
Well then.
Makoto. If something happens to me, Hina.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
No, never mind.
This is totally what it is. He's
Yeah.
making good on his promise against Sakura.
So then.
I'm... Who would ever believe in someone who doesn't believe in themselves?
Sakura?
Sakura, you're scaring me, honey.
Everyone must have heard the announcement, and once we were all gathered in the gym, it began.
It began. It. Okay.
Well,
Okay, let's get the show on the road.
You're about to give us your next motive presentation, aren't you? Maybe not. You got us all together to present another motive, right?
Is he right? Huh? We have to go through this again?
No! Not again! I can't take it anymore!
I see.
I'm impressed by your level of dismay. You finally see just how low on the totem pole of life you really are.
No, 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 no! No, 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 no! That's not it at all. We're not here to talk about motive.
today I'm feeling black.
The reason I gathered you all here is so that I could get rid of my grudge. Your
grudge?
Why? We have a grudge against you, of course. But I don't recall you ever having a grudge against us.
I told you yesterday, didn't I? An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang.
Stop beating around the bush. Just tell us what you're talking about.
Well, Byakuya, you've already told everyone how one of you might be working as a spy for me, right?
Come on.
Yeah, so? What about it?
In other words,
Well, today I'd like to tell you about that spy. What? So, guess what? The spy is actually Sakura Ogami!
He said it so openly it made it sound like it wasn't that big of a deal. Even though he just revealed a huge secret. What did you just say?
He said the spy is Sakura.
What is this?
What are you talking about?
You're a liar.
There's no way Sakura's a spy. Right, Sakura? Sakura?
And I might just make Sakura fulfill the promise she made sometime soon. And if she doesn't, I can't be responsible for what might happen to that hostage of mine.
Hostage?
Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. What you guys choose to do with that information is up to you.
thrills, chills, kills!
Roaster, boiler, kill her, don't kill her, whatever.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Either way, I can't wait.
And just like that, he was gone. Finally, I understood what he'd been talking about. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. In other words, betrayal would be met with betrayal.
What the heck?
So, what does this mean? Is it true? Has Ogre really been spying on us for the mastermind?
What are you saying?
What are you saying? There's no way! But that's what the stuffed animal said, right?
Oh, so now we're trusting Monokuma.
Wrong. You're
Well,
wrong.
he's wrong. There's just no way.
Hey,
Well, Sakura, if he's wrong, all you have to do is tell us. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. What?
He was being serious? For serious? Ogre's been working for the mastermind?
I'm sorry.
So you've been lying to us this entire time?
huh?
It's not true. Sakura was totally being controlled. There's gotta be some reason. She didn't have a choice. She was just forced to do it. That's actually true. Monokuma literally said he has a hostage.
Yeah, I'm sure Sahina's right. The mastermind probably threatened her somehow, and Sakura had no choice but to do what she was told.
You're talking like you know that for a fact. He just said it. Like Monokuma said it in the same explanation, Toko. Are you like subjectively listening to certain parts?
Because I do know for a fact. Because I saw it! I saw Sakura and Monokuma fighting. And that's where I heard it. Monokuma mentioned a hostage a second ago, right? And during their fight, I heard Sakura say she decided to fight against the mastermind.
I see.
You saw that.
The mastermind took a hostage, so you were forced to swear loyalty to them, right? But in the end, you made up your mind to betray the mastermind.
What?
Which means Sakura isn't our enemy. She's a friend who we can trust without question. Is that it? Ridiculous. Do you live in some sort of alternate reality fairy tale?
Not possible.
She was the mastermind's tool. You absolutely cannot trust someone like that.
Impossible.
He's right. We can't just believe whatever she says now. How can we even be sure she really did betray the mastermind? Maybe this is a double bluff, and she's still doing exactly what the mastermind wants.
What are you saying?
Sakura would never do that!
Okay then, Sakura. If you really have cut ties with the mastermind, tell us who they really are.
Well, I'm sorry. I can't. Even I don't know that.
What?
You don't know? That just makes you all the more suspicious.
Please.
She's telling the truth. We have to believe her.
Flashbacks to Mondo and Taka.
Wow. Yeah, I know.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Shut up. I'm not finished questioning her.
Come on.
Next question. What's this about a promise? What did the mastermind order you to do?
I was told to kill one of my friends.
It suddenly felt like the temperature in the room had dropped 20 degrees. The weight of those words?
I see.
So, even now, you've taken aim on our lives.
Wrong.
You're wrong. I'm telling you. Sakura would never do that. You don't have to yell. We can hear you just fine. Don't you have an inside voice?
That's terrible.
It's because you're not listening to me.
Wait. Please stop. You don't need to defend me anymore. I have to take full responsibility for this.
However,
How do you intend to do that?
By destroying the mastermind.
What?
I'm going to challenge them. Even if it means we both go down, I will defeat them. I'm sorry. That is how I intend to take responsibility.
Hold on. What do you mean if you both go down?
If you go both down.
If you both go down.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this.
What?
I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do. I went back and forth about confiding in you again and again. Well, but I was scared. I thought if I told you, you might think less of me.
but
Sakura!
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Sakura turned away from us and left the gym. And then...
As such, it is soon the doors to the dining hall. Okay then. Sweet dreams.
Well, it's nighttime. We should all go to bed.
no way.
Hold on. This whole thing with Sakura is...
Don't make me repeat myself.
Over. She's our enemy. There's nothing more to discuss.
That's terrible.
No, Sakura's not our enemy.
Why?
Why doesn't anyone understand her?
What?
What is it you think you understand? You didn't even know who she really was.
What is this?
That's...
Calm down.
Let it go for now, Hina. Talking about it isn't going to help anything.
Why?
But what?
Anyway,
Go to your room, cool down, and we can continue this discussion tomorrow.
It was the worst. The mood at the end of the night was just the worst. Being in such an awful mood. We were honestly glad the day was over. Sakura is the spy. She's the traitor. Byakuya said Sakura is the enemy. But he's wrong. She's not my enemy. She's my friend, without a doubt. But what can I do? I know, man, like, you can't even confide in Kyoko now. That ship sailed.
Yeah, I know.
You
can I-
can't talk to her.
What can I do to make everyone believe in Sakura? How?
Monochroma theory.
Game of life? Yeah, I guess it says life game back there.
As long as you're human, there will always come a point where you wish you could do things differently. Even a baseball player in the major leagues. Even a soccer player touring Europe. Even a famous singer who started her career as a backup dancer on a sketch comedy show. She makes a brilliant debut, but instead of going for more, she marries some third-rate actor and retires. Every human has regrets, has things they'd like to go back and change.
But I don't, because I'm a bear.
James asks, what did he miss that we can't talk to Kyoko? So, we saw Sakura and Monokuma fighting, and it came out that she was the spy during that confrontation, and she was betraying them at that point. And then Kyoko noticed that we had a secret and wanted us to tell because she told us one of her secrets. I actually don't remember what it was. Mm-hmm. That's where you back me up.
Unfortunately, what happened was, even though we were given a choice to tell her or not tell her, which we kept picking tell her like 4 times, the game itself literally stopped us. Makoto kept going, but I don't have any evidence, and I don't want to accuse one of my friends and start friction. I can't tell her. And then it would ask us again. So we literally got strong-armed into it.
But thou must. I'm worried about Sakura. I need to hurry up and get to the dining hall. What was her secret? I can't remember. Her grudge against the headmaster came out after. Will you listen to us now? I mean, you're out of your room while we are.
I know.
Kyoko, good morning.
Ugh.
Still ignoring me. Is she really that mad at me? Actually, it's not just Kyoko. Ever since Monokuma summoned us last night, the atmosphere around here has gotten really heavy. I can almost feel it looming over us, weighing us down. Well, if nothing else, I need to patch things up with Kyoko as soon as possible.
Because he wasn't honest with her, she doesn't want to talk to him anymore. Yeah. Pretty much. And it's not just that, it's that she was honest with us. And she saw all this friendship. And on top of that, while she was sulking at us, we declared Alter Ego our friend. So she sniped at us. Well, it's certainly baffling how you decide who's your friend and who isn't. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
I was very salty about it first. I'm now of the opinion that Kyoko's not blameless in this. She is being a little unreasonable, but her unreasonability is also coming from her lack of knowledge. Makoto, are you okay?
What do you mean?
You were late, so we were worried about you.
What a dullard.
Toko? Byakuya? What are you doing here?
What the heck? They're taking refuge here.
Would the report card have the secret? No, the report card lies. Or allows lies, rather.
Refuge?
Such ignorance.
Don't make that stupid face. We have to protect ourselves against the Mastermind's tool. Actually, let's just confirm that. Kirigiri. No, nothing.
The Mastermind... Are you talking about Sakura?
Actually, did I miss his line? Okay, I said that.
That's when I finally noticed. The only one that wasn't in this dining hall was Sakura. Huh? Where is Sakura?
Stop talking.
All I know is, if she were here, I wouldn't be.
Sakura, where are you?
The only reason I went out of my way to join the rest of you was as a safeguard against that threat.
Threat?
What is this? Why? Why do you hate her so much?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? Because this makes things unfair.
Unfair?
Like you have any room to talk about being fair.
Right? I know, right?
The game should be fair to all players.
Oh, screw you, dude.
The existence of a spy for the Mastermind upsets that balance.
What the heck? That's a stupid reason.
What did you say?
Stupid?
This is a life or death game, is it not?
Says the guy that sequesters his own information and hangs out in the library and doesn't want to work with anybody else. It is stupid. You're a stupid idiot.
Hey,
Before you get too far into your argument, maybe you should stop and think things through. Why did the mastermind reveal that Sakura was the spy to us?
what the heck?
They were trying to get revenge on her, right? Like Monokuma said, an eye for an eye.
However,
That may be part of it, but it's not the whole picture. Revealing the fact was also meant to serve as the next motive the mastermind wanted to give us. The chaos and confusion born from suspicion, the hatred.
in other words,
This right here, the fighting, the bickering. It's the trap mastermind laid for us. Knowing that, will you still stand there and argue like children?
but
That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just... I mean, how can I get you guys to believe in Sakura again?
If she really can beat the mastermind like she said, that'd go a long way in my mind.
what are you saying?
Idiot! You really ask her to do something so dangerous? What if something terrible happens to her?
Interesting.
It wouldn't matter.
What?
If Sakura were to die, there's one less person for the mastermind to control. I have no problem with that. Hold on! Byakuya! In fact, if she did die, it would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? It would put the whole problem to rest.
Ooh. Yes!
The hell?
You disgust me. You're a monster. To say something like that, it should have been you. You should have been the one to die.
What?
Yeah.
I should have died.
Interesting.
Then are you planning to take care of that yourself? Go ahead. Try it if you dare. That's how it works here, after all.
What is this?
You think I can't do it?
Hina, calm down!
That's right.
This is exactly what the mastermind wants, and it's exactly what Sakura doesn't want.
What's wrong? Lost your nerve?
I'm leaving. I'll be in my room.
Trembling with anger, Hina ran off.
That stupid cow! How dare she! She should die 1,000 deaths! No, 1,000,000!
So she was just another hysterical little girl. Hardly worth my attention.
Just a second.
It's what other people call having feelings, Byakuya. And all you can do is mock them for it.
What's wrong with that?
Hey,
A friendly word of warning. A friendly word of warning. Someday that attitude is going to come back and bite you. Hard.
I don't have time to play with you.
And I will happily elude its attempts. So, you know... How about we, eat? Maybe now's not a good time.
You know?
I found a word. Each of us left the dining hall. We headed back to our rooms one by one.
Wait.
So what should I do today? After all that, this. Oops, not map. So yeah, it's kind of moving towards Sakura being the victim.
Yeah. Either she's gonna be murdered or it'll be like a sacrifice of her on her part.
Map. You're still not talking to us?
anyway,
I'm busy. I don't have time to waste.
Yeah, I figured as much. Hey, buddy.
It's certainly possible.
Sakura is dangerous, as is Hina. You never know when they might strike.
Really? Can we do that?
Fine. I don't mind allowing you to indulge in my attention.
Okay.
I hope you appreciate this.
No, not even a little. Wow. Oh gosh. Ah.
Here, have this. We poor people call it cola. We call it twice because it's just so nice.
You can give him the coffee, I guess. Maybe it looks hoity-toity enough for him.
The thing about him is he's all about the money, but he's got so much money, I don't think money is actually useful to him.
Yeah. We can give him that crest just to be cynical. He might actually like it. Voice-changing bow tie. You might find that amusing. Water flute. Pumice. Give him a rock! Someone's graduation album? Maybe? We got 2 of those. Oh.
Tips and tips.
What's tips and tips? Thick book that hints for every game released. Must have for a gaming fanatic. No.
How does this fit in the doors? Oh, this camera would have been useless anyways. It only takes pictures of electrical fields. And there's no film.
Maybe we can give it to him. It's a present, but it's hollow. Oh! Scissors! Just to remind him who loves him so much.
Believe it or not, I'm actually trying to get on his good side.
I know, I think all of them pretty much are, like, really cynical right now, though. Dung beetle. Ancient societies. He's all a societal person. Ration. Like, honestly, I don't think there's anything he'd like here. Aside from the coffee, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Coffee seems like the best bet.
This is...
Wow!
Whoa! Holy shit!
You bastard! How did you get your hands on this? Even the collective force of the entire Togami Corporation wouldn't be enough to obtain this gem.
Naturally.
I'm going to hold on to this.
Wow! That's amazing!
I have a question for you. Huh? You do?
That's shocking.
Something's been bothering me for a while now, and I can't take it anymore. So, to answer my question, I need you to explain to me what exactly your ultimate lucky student title means. Oh, well, I don't totally get it myself, but what I do know is that I was picked at random from a pool of normal students.
So, in other words...
So, you just got into Hope's Peak by blind luck. I see. Well, that answers my question.
Ah, your power is luck!
What was the question? How a commoner like you, with absolutely no unique talents or abilities, could get into this school.
Maybe that's how they're going to explain the involvement of the player of the game. We're his luck.
Oh, I forgot to mention boring. How a boring, untalented, utterly generic commoner got in.
Aw, we thought you...
Generic?
That's just how he tells you how he loves you.
Did you really have to list all that off?
Naturally.
But it's the truth. Maybe compared to you, the ultimate affluent progeny and all. But even I! You seem to think it's merely an issue of title, but make no mistake. My lineage, intelligence, figure, athletic ability, they are all ultimate.
In other words...
Which is to say, I am the ultimate perfection.
That's not what you're ranked as, dude. Now you're lying out your ass.
Feel free to begin calling me that, in fact. It's really taking this to the extreme. You, who have nothing. I, who have everything.
Blah,
we are living
blah, blah.
We are living proof that all men are not created equal.
He really likes to hear himself talk.
You have my pity, Makoto. Life can be very cruel indeed.
Oh my gosh. If someone were actually talking to me like this, I'd start to laugh. It's almost stereotypically snobby. It's so ridiculous.
And because I pity you so much, perhaps someday I'll allow you to hear my tale of glory. Consider it a blessing, a gift from me to you, to allow you to bask in my glory.
Pass.
Having finished his mean-spirited lecture, Byakuya left me standing there in silence. I learned one thing about Byakuya today. Anytime I talk to him, I need to be prepared for extreme psychological trauma.
Like he's just really good.
Hey, got a skill.
Cool and composed. Because you'd have to be. So anybody actually started talking that way to anyone, the person they would be talking to would start to laugh. Jeez. How can he take himself seriously?
I did my best to keep my spirit from shattering like glass and went back to my room.
Oh my gosh. Maybe that's why the fiend laughs so much.
Hey now, you can't just slug a guy because he says a couple mean things about you.
I just laughed like, you poor bastard. You're so freaking miserable. He has to, like, you know the term, you know, he doth protest too much, right? He's gotta go on and on about how wonderful he is. He must be the most insecure bastard I ever met. Oh man, he's probably like got like a secret fear of being a failure or something, and it haunts him. It keeps him up at night.
Let's find out.
I don't think we have enough. Oh yeah, he totally deserved it, James. But yeah.
Sakura and Hina. Finally, some action.
Oh jeez.
Things are starting to become interesting.
What do you want?
Oh, I didn't see you standing there. Did you need something?
Oh my gosh, you're asking if we need something. We need you, Byakuya, and your time.
Fine. I don't mind allowing you to indulge in my attention.
Do we have anything for him, though?
I hope you appreciate this. I don't know.
Let's give him something cheap and just see how he reacts, like the cola.
We're out of coffee.
We don't have any more of those. No offense, but maybe he actually might like either the Scarab Brooch because it was about an ancient elite society, and then what else?
No offense taken. What's the details on this?
It's good for hellos and farewells. In language of flowers, it means passionate love. I think you might get embarrassed if you get that damn.
It probably thinks it's worthless.
Tiny radio.
Don't have them.
No. The fun playing Project Zombie. He might find that as information, maybe, but I don't think so. Maybe the school crest. He seems like the only person I could think of that actually might like to receive that, because he's... What?
Taka.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm thinking he would like the button. Oh, there you go. Coming from a noble family.
I've never been exposed to such vulgarity.
Uh-huh.
Interesting. I think I'll keep it. Hello, Munch. Welcome to the stream.
He actually is pleased.
So, in other words...
Just to be clear, being the ultimate affluent progeny is only one of my many talents.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
Some people think I rely on the care and protection of the Tagami name.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you for your consideration. Huh? Is this a monologue or something?
Maybe.
But I don't rely on my family. Rather, I am my family's savior. The Togami Corporation reaches across the world, true, but I will take us to even greater heights. It is expected of me, naturally. After all, even my own family has recognized my ultimate superiority.
Wow.
In other words, even among the Togami family, I am the chosen among the chosen.
Wow.
So much confidence.
Naturally.
And that confidence is justified, I assure you. It comes from the battles I fought and won. Battles? I am personally worth over $4 billion, separate from my Togami family's assets. How the heck did you make that much money?
In other words.
The stock market.
Oh. Yeah.
So, doing nothing.
Yeah, doing nothing.
I buy and sell shares and assets, based on market trends, all within a single day.
Yes.
Surely even someone as simple-minded as you has heard of this technique.
Oh man, so you picked the easiest way a super rich person can make more money.
No, the easiest way a super rich person can get the money is to have rich parents and bump them
Well,
off.
I mean the second rich. You know, he's already super rich, but on his own. Like if he had said that he had started his own business or something, you know, that might have been impressive from like grassroots, but no.
What is with these easy questions now? I'm not even a stocks person. Like, the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Buys and sells stuff on the stock market, doing everything in a single day. I think that's called trading cards. You're talking about day trading, right? And you were able to make $4 billion doing that?
That's right.
Well, I first started doing it just to keep myself occupied, and before I knew it, there it was. It's really not a big deal.
Yeah, it's not.
I'd say it's a super big deal.
Wrong, Makoto.
Wait, but are high schoolers even allowed to buy stocks and stuff? Well, in the sense of someone making it big on the stock market being rich, yeah, that's kind of a standard fare, but stock markets, a lot of the most professional stockbrokers are actually outdone by cats. So he's actually got more in common with us than we may want to think.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably does have a good amount of knowledge that help guide a lot of his decisions, but it's still very much luck. Unless you're a super rich company that has a whole bunch of insider information. There you go.
Exact. The point is, I'm not impressed. I've seen a lot of super rich people do amazing things, and it usually requires a heck of a lot of effort. This, sorry, not.
I'm Byakuya Togami. Is that meant to be an explanation?
Did you say you were not relying on your name? Okay, fine.
$4 billion is nothing to the Togami Corporation, but for personal use, it's not bad. So now you understand, right? I'm not merely the child of modern-day nobility. You know, Byakuya...
You sound really insecure.
Maybe we should start calling you the ultimate day trader. Oh, I don't do that anymore. It was too simple, so I got bored of it pretty quickly. Geez, do you realize how insulting that sounds to the rest of us? Of course, that's how I feel about anything I do. Frankly, life is too easy.
You sound really miserable.
It's only natural for me to do whatever I want in this world. Man, he really is confident. Like worlds apart. Galaxies apart.
He really does not sound happy to me at all. He sounds really bored and, you know, miserable in his own little way.
Okay, Munch asks, by the way, my ultimate talent is luck. How about you guys? That's a good question.
I think Makoto's ultimate talent is luck, too.
No, he's asking us personally. Well, I'm not sure I am skilled enough at anything to be ultimate like these guys, except maybe Makoto's ultimate ability. I'd love to say game designer, but there are still a lot of people above and beyond me.
There is something I'm really good at, but
It is now
I don't think I'm the
10
ultimate at it. But
At
it was
first,
enough to get my
and
parents an
officially,
invite to send me to a
soon the
special
doors to the
school.
dining hall will be okay then.
It had to do with visualizing 3D perspectives in my mind. Yeah.
The ultimate 3D visualizer?
Something like that. It was like when I come up with a concept, I can see it from any angle I want, and it's there. But anyway, I don't think I'm the ultimate at it though. But it was enough to my parents were given an offer. They turned it down because they thought I should go to a normal school. They thought it'd be better for me. But yeah. I tried to climb the offer to become a
Luck is a fun one that anyone could have without knowing it. And it doesn't have to be good luck.
After I declined the offer to become a shrimp, the tech support lady just refused to drop the issue.
I just wanted to eat a lot of shrimp.
Once the shrimp idea was dead, she came back suggesting I should become a crab instead.
Wow.
So you don't have the budget for a tiger shrimp, but you have a budget for a crab?
How much can one person love crustaceans? I said no, of course, and she shot back. Okay then, how about to make you extra special, you can be a crab that walks sideways and backwards. But how's that any better? I don't want to go sideways or backwards. I want to go forward. I heard her annoyed sigh on the other end of the line. Then she said, "You just don't see the splendor of the crab. Haven't you ever heard of the tale of the crab and the monkey?" Of course I've heard of it. I know all about it. But so what? The crab eats the monkey, but it's just some legend, hardly relevant to our greed-obsessed modern society. Sure, monkeys still show up in movies and stuff from time to time, but not crabs.
They're still big in video games.
No.
What other giant enemies are we going to topple and strike their weak points?
Monkey-themed clothes are sweeping the fashion world, but the crab doesn't stand a chance, right?
Well, there's some unfortunate homonyms out there that's probably helping.
What I'm saying is, crabs have no place in today's light-speed world. Do your market research, lady. Which is why I chose the always popular bear image.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
Good morning, everyone. It is get ready to
Get ready.
I need to do something about Sakura. Better go to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more time.
Someone is screaming.
I don't know. Wah!
Huh? That's someone screaming?
I'm not even gonna discern it. Okay.
I think it came from the dining hall.
Okay.
It's in the dining hall. Could it really be something so serious? I mean, lots of witnesses usually.
I know. Maybe somebody ate some.
Okay, we're fine.
Ah, Makoto! I got a big problem, man! What's wrong? Look! Hiro's fingers shook as he pointed.
Huh? What?
Genocide Jack, she's not a boy.
Are you okay? What happened?
She killed her.
Huh?
Genocide Jill killed Hina!
Huh? Wait.
Calm down, Hiro.
You gotta be kidding!
No. She's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead.
Why? What happened?
Well, Toko and Hina just all of a sudden, they were yelling and then they knocked the pepper off the table.
And that led to a sneeze?
Her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real. And look at my shapely collarbone. Doesn't it just set you on fire?
There are a couple things in this room I'd like to set on fire.
Anyway, you totally non-adorable boys. Just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else I'll start cutting and cutting and cutting and indulging myself for who knows how long.
Okay then, let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, Hiro, help me!
Sure thing.
Okay.
Ambulance noises, I'm betting.
Wow.
Not gonna do them?
Well, she did it perfectly.
She giggled.
Wee, wee. There you go.
Genocide Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away.
I don't quite understand what happened. Did she like stick her with a pair of scissors or something?
Well, she certainly did something, and she had bandages all over her, but it's hard to imagine she stabbed Hina a couple of times and then patched her up.
I know, right? What's going on?
By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to have finally regained her composure.
Sorry. Thank you.
Are you sure you're feeling better?
Yeah, it really was just a scratch. See?
But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know.
Yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir.
So sarcastic! That just makes you sound even more hostile.
Hey, Hina, what the heck happened?
Well, we just got into a fight, and I lost my temper and flew off the handle.
Let me guess. The fight was because of Sakura?
But
At first, I tried to just ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just...
what the heck?
Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her, like a dozen times. You've been listening to James, haven't you? See, James, this is what happens when you try to slug her. Or anyone.
A dozen punches isn't really without thinking.
And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right?
Sorry.
It's my own fault. I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all those terrible things about my friend, you know?
Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was going to fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us.
Hina,
Best friend!
you're hurt. What happened?
No, nothing. It's not a big deal.
Makoto, Hiro, what's the meaning of this?
It wasn't me! It was Genocide Jill! It's all that demented, murderous fiend's fault!
Oh boy.
Sakura, you're smarter than this. Don't believe
Here,
Hiro.
come on, Sakura.
To hurt Hina. Damn you. To leave me alone. But hurt her. What is this? How dare you? What is this?
She's going Super Saiyan! I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch. No, really, Hina. I see nothing wrong with her right now. Like even the part on her shoulder where she's holding. Oh boy.
I can't forgive this.
Okay. Okay, come on. Come on.
Hiro, if you want to hate someone, hate me! If you want to hurt someone, hurt me!
I don't hate you exactly!
I can't. Why?
Oh my god.
Somebody save me!
Wow.
Hiro nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office.
Right now, it's Sakura.
Just a
She's
second
cool.
later, Lunch is asking who's your favorite character. Chihiro's still best girl.
Best girl, but
Mondo's
not
up
my
there too.
fave. Not my fave, though.
Sakura's pretty good.
Yeah, Sakura's pretty cool.
And I kind of am interested in Byakuya, but he's not a good person. We can all be on the level with that.
Yeah,
he's just an interesting person.
Yeah, he's a douchebag. You wouldn't like him if you met this person for real, but he's an interesting character. I think that might be Kyoko. What's going on?
Hey.
Yeah! Thank you! What's all this noise about?
Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room.
It would seem...
I gather that something happened.
Kyoko! Please, you have to stop Sakura!
Wait.
You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line. Right here and now.
Drawing a line?
Goodbye. Wait! Sakura!
Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after
no.
Sakura. The only ones left were... Well, this is awkward. Kyoko? Are you still mad? Stupid question, I know.
Yep.
Yeah, I figured.
That's fine.
Huh?
About that issue we discussed earlier. It doesn't matter anymore.
Then, do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words...
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right?
Yay!
Oh, I told you, Kyoko's smart! You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right?
Yeah.
To think like that.
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
Oh!
What?
Wow!
Because...
Ultimately, that means you don't trust me.
You were so close, Kyoko. So close.
Oh, man.
Okay, to be fair, yes, and we mentioned this earlier, we could have explained the entire situation to her and why we weren't coming forward about it.
Yes.
But you did just establish that we were doing it to protect someone.
Oh, man.
No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can totally change your mind by just explaining myself like an adult. Instead of just tripping all over myself. Like, seriously, who put all these jacks all over the floor?
You guys think that Kyoko's personality is relatable to some girls? And yeah. I mean, she's making mistakes I've seen people do, and I've seen this even more in intellectual types. She's actually an interesting character. I can definitely see parallels between her and people I've met. I mean, she's not entirely fleshed out entirely because we don't know a lot about her, but her mannerisms and the way she reacts to things actually does remind me of a few people.
She does come across as a bit more perfect than people tend to, but a lot of that is stemming from the mystery that she's surrounded herself in, so we don't actually have access to all information about her, like usually happens.
Yeah, that's why I said the only thing I can think personally is her mannerisms do remind me of people that I have met and how they handle these, or at least disputes like this. I've seen people do it this way.
That's fine.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it.
Somehow I doubt that.
Yeah, I know. Besides,
And
I may have overreacted.
Huh?
Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it.
Okay. Thank you.
Ooh. I'll talk to you about something else.
What is it you wanted to talk to me about?
Indeed.
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there. Oh, I see. You focus on our mistakes and seriousness to relate. Nice perspective.
Where?
So...
Just come with me, and you'll find out.
I guess, but...
Shall we go?
Well then, shall we get going?
Their typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Kyoko! I hurried to catch up to her. She walked ahead in silence, and in silence I chased her. And eventually we arrived. To clarify a little bit, Munch, we don't focus exclusively on her mistakes to relate to her. It's only because she kind of tries to set this bar really high that makes her seem unreachable that we start looking at her mistakes to try to grab onto her. When it comes to other characters, if they start off on the level or even as harsh as it is to say, below your current standing, it's much easier to pick up on their good qualities and drag them up. Like earlier, you were praising Aoi for her kindness despite her difficulties.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that Aoi is very, very dumb in some ways, but she's not a mean-spirited person.
And she's not hero dumb either.
Yeah, she's not hero dumb either.
Dressing room? So the something else you mentioned.
We're getting in the bath. That's right, it has to do with alter ego.
But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him. I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego. He has business with us.
Huh?
Right.
Alter ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently, he has something he wants to ask us.
Alter ego wants to ask us something.
Interesting. Hello? So it's just the two of you. Kyoko and Makoto?
Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is two not enough?
No, it's okay. Two should be plenty.
But what is it he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we?
Kyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us?
Oh, yeah, so... I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network.
What?
What? Yeah. Yeah.
Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, Why?
Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I finished my work, I don't want that.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being able to help everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here.
That's right.
That's what Master would want too. So, to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of this school,
Right.
the only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network.
But if you did that... Big red flag. First of all, there's us walking around with a laptop. Second of all, probably able to detect network connections.
3, what'll that even do to him?
That's basically suicide. Well, it'll evolve him to the point where everyone becomes gray goo. You do not connect learning AIs to the internet.
But remember, this is a completely isolated network. It'd be a big network, but supposedly this whole thing is contained, maybe.
I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko?
I realize how dangerous it could be. But still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but...
Kyoko, can we make backups of her?
Kyoko, when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay.
I'm gonna do
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid.
Couldn't help but get lost in that voice.
And want to save it to a disc.
It was just too committed. Too admirable. Too fragile.
Hey,
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right?
Yeah?
certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer.
If only there was some sort of test we could take. If only some brilliant genius named Turing devised a test that could help us determine whether AIs were human or not. For some reason, I blanked on Turing test, and I've been pondering it this whole time. Finally got it.
But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend.
Kyoko.
To be honest, I don't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the mastermind will notice it. But...
Makoto.
Let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network.
But...
Hey.
He's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says he wants to fight alongside his friends.
Now,
if you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation?
Could I do nothing? No. Could I acquiesce to him? That's a tougher question. Because as we established, we're basically taking him out to commit suicide. And while a person's feelings about the matter are great, so is their life.
Yeah!
But that's also a little selfish. Because we don't want them to go through with the suicide mission because we want to keep them around. It's all about us.
We want to keep them all in prison, and in this case, we're imprisoning them to a tiny little box in a locker room.
And there could potentially be a way to expand the cage if we ever get out of here, but...
Then that starts a whole other debate. If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way?
Oh, going from his perspective. True.
Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend. Wow, you're getting pretty sentimental. Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I want to believe in myself.
I want to be able to say, I know I can do this.
Leave it to me.
So please, let me try.
Listen.
And besides, there's no place where the mastermind might not notice.
One place.
Oh, sorry. Blech. There's one place where the mastermind might not notice.
Are you talking about the boys' washroom room? I'm not sure if there's a connection down there.
Maybe not.
It could be. I don't remember positively one way or the other. One place.
That's right.
Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera.
That's it! The secret room you told me about!
Is there anything there?
Definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there.
But do you see a connector place anywhere on the wall? Like to the...
No, but there's a lot of wall we don't see.
True.
The room itself suggests it wouldn't get Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Unless that's something down there to the left, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to see with the text in the way.
Yeah.
There's a way to get rid of the text, but I'm not going to look it up.
And I do believe you can connect it. And I'm...
Sorry.
Yeah. And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an internet port on the wall. There we go.
Ethernet.
However, just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We also have to move Alter Ego, and the mastermind may spot us going to the secret room. If they pick up on all of this, then it's all over.
You're right.
That's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our chance of finding any new clues. Is there a way to, like...
Kyoko, in that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you.
Yeah, I've just developed a really boxy chest. Thank you for noticing.
So then...
Then let's get started. It's going to be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay?
Started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket.
It tickles!
Why?
What? Huh?
Shh! You can't talk right now! We're going to move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay?
Understood. Your command has been implemented.
Good.
You didn't even have to type that.
To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react. You have a backpack or anything we could use?
Wrap him up in a towel.
But then we'd be stealing school supplies.
In the secret room... Sorry. They kind of merged for a second. In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers.
So there might be a network cable in there.
However...
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already.
Well, all we can do is go and check it for ourselves.
It's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room.
And that will be where we leave it off for tonight.
I'm going to sneak. I wonder if there's a way to, like, put one copy into the network, leave the other one out. You just want to save your waifu.
Yeah.
No, waifu.
Well, it is what
Don't
it is.
transcend. You're not allowed.
So you'll be hearing from us again much sooner than you usually would, because this week you took a lot longer to hear from us again. We'll be going back to our usual schedule of Tuesday nights, starting at 7:30 Pacific. So hope is building, which means it's going to be crushed very surreptitiously, very quickly.
Yep.
Should be good. Until next time, take care, everyone.
Bye.